Hello and welcome back to my channel, Brahmaloka Tarot, for another pick a card reading, your guidance today. And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards, and each pile has a different tarot deck that will be used. So let me introduce your piles to you now by showing your significator cards and crystals selected for your reading. Pile number 1, you have Joan of Arc with Sacred Activist. And that is with this beautiful Pyrite and black Tourmaline crystal. Pile number 2, you have Vajrayogini with Transcending Fear. And that is with this beautiful Citrine pyramid. Pile number 3 is Lady Nada with Expanded Heart. And that is with this Geode. It's a pretty big Geode. We've had it for a long time. So take a look again at these 3 piles. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. And if you need an extra minute or 2, please pause the video and give yourself that extra minute or 2 to choose your pile or piles. And then go down to the description box or the comment section and click on the timestamp that corresponds to the pile or piles that you chose. And I'll see you in your separate readings. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome back. Welcome back. I'm sorry that it has been a couple of weeks since I last uploaded a video. It has just been a couple of crazy weeks for me personally, so I hope that you can forgive me for that. I would like to continue doing the uploads 2 times per week. I'm just trying to figure out when to do that. And anyhow, starting with your group number 1, you chose Joan of Arc. And it says, sacred activist, do not be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. And you may have chosen, because of this beautiful Pyrite and black Tourmaline. I'll put that off to the side, and this is your tarot deck that will be used in a moment or 2. I do have channeled messages for each and every group, so I will read off the channeled messages for you, pile number 1, and we'll dive into the reading from there. So pile number 1, it says, eat, pray, love. From the heart center, everything and anything is possible. Do not give up and don't play small. Choose your battles, rest in between. This is how a healthy, functioning nervous system works. It has on and off switches. You have made a major decision recently, so now rest, hit the off switch. Practicality comes into play. Life is not as it seems. It is much more. And it is simple. If life has become hard for you, it's because the mind likes to overcomplicate things. Can you simplify your life? What would that look like? Are you hungry? Eat. Are you in a bind? Pray. Are you wanting to heal? Then love. Love is the antidote to fear, worry, sadness, jealousy, envy, pain, illness of any kind. You hold the key. You are very special through the eyes of God, Spirit, Universe, the Creator. You are so loved. So that is it for pile number 1 for your channeled messages. And let's just dive right in. So you have Joan of Arc right here. I'm going to read from the this deck because I really love this deck here. Let's see. It's the Divine Masters Oracle Guidebook. So let's see, Joan of Arc. We gotta take a look here. Um, Joan of Arc, page 73. So here we go. It says, Sacred Activist, don't be afraid. Do not be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. Joan of Arc is a Roman Catholic saint and French heroine who is widely loved and respected for her role during the Siege of Orleans in the 15th century during the Hundred-Year War, when she was a warrior helping to push the English out of France. Joan is reported to have been a visionary who encountered Archangel Michael and various saints from the age 13 onward. Through these encounters, she developed the strength and courage to lead her. That led her at the age of 17 to experience the voice of God telling her to expel the English from France. And although there were challenges along the way, she was able to lead the French to victory at Orleans. So your message is, don't be afraid of being your most authentic self. Don't be afraid of the passion that is moving through you. Don't be afraid of the power and gifts that you were born with. Right now, there is a huge opportunity for you to stand up for what you know and what you believe. You might feel as though the world is against you, but there's something in your spirit that's telling you not to give up. If you feel unrecognized or misunderstood, don't let this lack of validation get between you and what you know is right. Today's message is a message of confirmation. You are on to something, and it's important that you don't pull back. Keep going, keep driving, and keep pushing, because your truth will prevail. The greatest support you can have is the support of the universe. Call in the light of God and the angels, and stand strong in your beliefs, because the challenge you are facing is an opportunity to understand the purpose of your life. Believe, trust, go. Wow, Joan of Arc, such a warrior. I see you as a warrior, and she's holding the sword, and I hear sword of truth. So that's something maybe for you guys. So we got a couple of smaller cards here that I might start with. I'll do a couple of tarot cards first, okay? So let's see. We're asking what your guidance is today. What is your guidance today for pile number 1? Page of Swords. Let's do maybe 1 or 2 more. Six of Wands and the King of Wands. Wow, lots of truthful, fiery energy, winning, feeling like, you know, a lot more stable and confident in the self. But you're definitely winning a war. That's what I'm hearing. You're winning a war. And I don't know what war this is. It could be a war in the mind. It could be actually being in a war right now, in a war zone. So this is like to be fearless, because you definitely have gifts. You have a gift to show the world, and how are you going to be able to do that if you can't surpass these fears? And maybe it's just a war within yourself, like the fears versus the love that's trying to come out. So anyhow, that's what I'm seeing right now. There's definitely more to it, but let's take a look at these smaller cards here. So I do have one of these gemstone cards, and it says we have Emerald, which is spring, unity, and vitality. Lush and reminiscent of the green of spring, emerald is known as the stone of successful love, stimulating loyalty, partnership, and friendship. Emerald opens the heart chakra, healing the auric field with unconditional love, hope, and joy. With exuberance and a lust for life, the emerald is a sign for new beginnings and a fresh step in life, radiating health, prosperity, and vitality. Grow in the direction of your dreams and nurture yourself along the way. You deserve the riches that life has to offer. And it says down here, it's Sagittarius, Venus, and Mars energy. there. So that's the emerald. The emerald stone. Yeah, it's very connected to your heart center. Oh, and we have the heart chakra right here with jade. So you might be really gravitating towards the green stones, jade and emerald, or you might be just gravitating towards the green color in general. This says compassion. Resolve your conflicts with compassion. So, compassion doesn't mean backing down from a purpose, because a sacred activist doesn't do that. They don't stand down, they stand up for their rights, for their freedom, for their um, their lives, and they do it out of compassion for themselves and for others. So this is like your heart center is definitely opening up. It's being activated. Your minds, your mind, like your thoughts and everything are being cleared and cleansed in some way, and you're like starting to get like downloads of new ideas coming through, things that will help you on your route to success and to freedom and to more stability and passion. So it sounds really nice, actually. This is like really good. Anything is possible, right? So we've got the Eat, Pray, Love. I don't know. I've never really read that book or anything, but that was what like came out, and it was just like um, telling you to take care of yourself, right? Are you hungry? Eat. Are you in a bind? Pray. Are you wanting to heal? Then love. And this is definitely opening up your heart chakra. So there is like a healing happening at the heart center. We have chop wood with the number 42. It's kind of like do your work, do your duty, and all will follow. And that's what I'm hearing. Do your work, do your duty, all will come, all will follow. So the things, you may need you've made a major decision. There's definitely like in the channeled messages, it did say like don't give up and don't play small, choose your battles but rest in between. So it's kind of like that, like you're not going to chop wood 24/7, right? But you, when you're working, you chop wood. When you're off work, you don't. It's kind of that simple, to give yourself that rest in between, because these battles can be really tiring, one after the other, especially if you're ascending and you're going through the like ascension. um, if your kundalini is awakening, if you're starting to be opened up to this new world of new psychic thoughts and visions and experiences, and opening up to the divine God source energy, um, there can be a lot of things that clear away from your auric field, clear away from your heart. And I'm just seeing like, the mirror of the heart being wiped clean, so that there's like a perfect reflection of the self in all that you do, and all that you do in your work as well in this lifetime. So let's take a look at these smaller cards here. We've got one of these, which is the King. We have the King of Wands, and this really does like feel very regal. Look at the colors here. So like the lower chakras, the first, second, and third chakra are opening up as well. So there might be actually a Kundalini awakening for you at the root level. You're gaining more vitality, more interest, more passion, more experience, and you're feeling pretty good about yourself, about it, about everything. This is definitely good for you guys. This feels good. Yeah, this is a good energy to be in. I feel like kind of, a little bit on edge in some ways, but like there's this heat ascending in my spinal column. I can feel it even in my own body. So you're probably experiencing something like that as well. Okay, let's see. We've got some tea leaves. Should we do that now? Yeah, I'll just do some tea leaves now. We've got dogs getting together with friends. Maybe you need to decompress. Want to get together with some friends, you know? Get, let go of some steam, vent, just enjoy your time with friends. There's an older man, dealings or relationship with an older man, and I'm not really sure what this is about here, but we'll take a look. Okay, and we've got kite with a vacation. See, we've got some energy because you've definitely been, yeah, you've made a major decision recently. And so all this, like, there's a lot of like this overcomplication of things like within your mind space. Maybe you were getting yourself even a little confused with all the things that are in your mind space. But this is kind of just saying like this is very easy for us to see that you are winning the battles, but in between you have to rest, maybe take a vacation, and I know that this is kind of like right now when I'm doing this video. It's in December, and it's around the time of the year when people celebrate a lot of things, Hanukkah and Christmas and other things like that, with family and friends. And it can be kind of like, it can be a joyful time, but it can also be a very like triggering time as well for some people who haven't come from like the greatest of families or backgrounds, or if there's some sort of quarrel within the family. It can be like a little triggering. So if you're feeling that way, it's very simple. Just give yourself a break, take time and space away, like enjoy yourself, enjoy your time with the people who matter to you and who don't trigger you in that way. You just need a little bit of space to rest. Let's see, we've got grapes. Time to go out and have fun. So this is very straightforward energy right now. Like, you need a vacation, you need to have more fun, you need to let down your hair and let go of some things, right? And though you are a sacred activist, you're a warrior, you are a like big hearted person, you need your space. You need some time to like really rest. Yeah. Okay, what is meant for you will find you. What is meant for you will find you. This is a beautiful scenic view. There's the clock, the time here, and then the beach and the ocean. Um, it's all in divine timing. What is meant for you will find you. So you might have also been in a rut where you feel like you're just like going against the grain all the time, or you feel like you're just pushing too hard, um, trying to make something work or make things work in your life. And it's just, this is trying to tell you to kind of like take a break. Maybe you do need to go to the ocean, like maybe that's your vacation. um, go enjoy yourself at the ocean, even if it's just a couple of days. If you're able to do that. If you're not able to do that, then do a staycation or do a visualization of this. It's quite simple. Inner power. So give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Again, that brings me back to the chop wood, doing what must be done, but taking time in between each, each section of wood chopping or something. And this is giving me the courage to do what must be done and the power to do what must be done. So this is really like bringing the inner strength into, inner power into your field, your auric field. So everything that's happening right now is in divine timing. And you are awakening to something like way more big and grand than you ever thought possible. So let's take a look at this card. It says investigation with the Scorpio spirit, and it looks like it's fire, like fiery, I think. So it says a bloodhound on the trail. Uncover secrets. There are times when you must ignore the obvious and track clues to find out what really matters. That might be trust, love, or connection. Feel the thrill of following an idea, inquiry, or emotional experience to its source. A bloodhound on the trail. following an idea, inquiry, or an emotional experience to its source. Okay, so you're wanting to get to the source of the issue, the source of, well, the divine source as well. And you can't really do it when your mind is bogged down by things and stuff. And you know, like, you can be practical, but then there's also that like really simplistic view of like just letting yourself do what matters to you. Take a vacation, go on that vacation that you've been putting off for years and years because of the pandemic or whatnot. Um, and investigate why you have this like urge to force yourself through those periods when you're really tired. There's a time to do that and then a time to rest. And this kind of brings me to the Page of Swords here, because there is an idea or inquiry or experience that you've had. So follow it to its source. Maybe it's something that you didn't really think much of before, and now you're like, oh my gosh, maybe that would work in the future. Maybe I could do that thing that makes me really happy and excited to live and to be. Okay, we've got a couple more. I have a couple of mermaid cards here, and then this is like the Healing Waters deck. So let's see what the Healing Waters deck is. It says, Into the Unknown, Underworld, Depth, Courage, and Facing Your Fears. Yeah, being courageous. Courage, courage, courage. There's lots of inner power that's coming online for you, a lot of courage that's coming out. You're being asked to be courageous as well. Don't let yourself sink into fear. Maybe that was your MO, mode of operation for many years, but this is kind of like asking you to investigate why you do that and what it is that's actually the source of that fear or whatnot. So into the unknown, it's like helping you. This is having you jump into the unknown. You hold the key. You are very special through the eyes of God, Spirit, Universe, and the Creator. You are so loved. So it's bringing me back to that. The eat, pray, love, and the heart center of everything is possible. What's in your heart? What is truly, what is it that you truly wish to do? And I think I say that a lot in my readings. But that's just what's coming out recently. So anyhow, we've got move forward. Move forward. Yeah, I don't know where to put all these. Well, I'm going to have to put them right here. I'm sorry for covering up some of these. And then we've got trust. Yeah, trust the universe. Trust the universe. Trust yourself. Move forward with that courage in mind, okay? And on the bottom here, I just saw this Four of Swords. It does show that you do have to rest, even though you're pushing forward as this Joan of Arc's activist type of person that you are. You are a very like, you're acting on behalf of a greater vision that you've had for a very long time. You may have known that you were meant for something greater when you were younger. You just didn't know what it was. Well, this is the time that you have like really created a space and a place where you were able to like really investigate into and inquire what that greater vision was for you. And if you don't know yet, it's within you right now, and it's asking you to trust the universe. The universe is asking you to trust the universe and trust yourself, that you have made the right decisions to move forward in the direction that you're going right now, that you are winning. I had to put this. So this card was the rest card that came down, that came out. So it's like putting your swords up at night, resting, because we all need that. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through right now. Let's see. What is your guidance today? Yeah, look at this. The Knight of Swords and the Sun. Underneath the Knight of Swords is the Sun. So it looks like a really good, this is really amazing for you. I'm gonna put these over here. Can you see those still? I hope. So rest, but also take action when it's right to take action. It's right action at the right time in the right place. You're doing everything the right way. You're on the right path. It's showing you right here that you are definitely on the right path. So the Knight of Swords is like that action taker, like just gung ho, like really going forward movement, right? Trusting the universe, that the universe has your back in whatever endeavor this is for, right? So the decision that you made recently has moved you into a new direction. Like there was one thing, you were going on one path and then it bifurcated and you chose one path and not the other. One path gets you to the divine sooner than this other path. So you are on the like quick path, but you do have to realize that rest is essential for every human being. We do need rest in between battles. So choose your battles wisely. Rest in between, turn off your nervous system, let yourself rest. There's no problem with that. You know that this is going to be a really good outcome for you because you got the sun. Sun is like the happiest, most brightest, most beautiful, magnificent, brilliant card in the tarot deck. So I just know that there's like an illumination happening for you at this time. You are being illumined to maybe something or thoughts or ideas that have been like on the back burner for some time. But since you made this big decision recently, you are definitely going towards your dreams. And I just cannot wait to see what else comes of this. Pile number one. On the bottom here, Ace of Swords, you are heading towards the truth, to the source. This is like Archangel Michael energy as well coming through, new ideas, a new perception. Just, oh man, you have so much that is happening for you right now in such a good way, right? So we've got this. I don't know where to put it here. There we go. So, anyhow, I hope that you enjoyed this reading pile number one. Your guidance today is definitely to keep on staying the course, move forward, take action when you need to take action, and rest when you need to rest. I think those are like the biggest things coming from your daily guidance, your guidance today. So, thank you for tuning in to this reading, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed it. And I don't think there's anything else to say. So bye for now. Hi, group number two, and welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks since I've uploaded, and I really am very sorry for doing that. It's just been a couple of crazy weeks for me personally, so I hope that you can forgive me. I will continue to do the twice weekly uploads starting probably next week. I don't know about this week because it is a little bit later in the week. Anyhow, I hope that you guys can tune in to these readings whenever I create them. So pile number two, this is your reading. You have Vajrayogini, transcending fear. Facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. So we have that card and as the significator card, and we have this citrine pyramid as your gemstone. And we will take a couple of these cards. This is your tarot deck. We'll take a couple of them like at the start of the reading. But before anything, I do have channeled messages for each and every group. So pile number two, we're asking what your guidance is today. And I will read your channeled messages right now, and then we'll dive into your reading from there. we have play day, play date. You've been working so hard. Take a day off, make a date to dedicate to yourself. Make life sweet again. Enjoy the nectar of divine sweetness. Add sugar to the bitterness in life. What got you so bitter in the first place? Have you placed yourself and your needs last? And for how long? The universe has your back, and it is okay to be a bit selfish. You've been so selfless. You lost yourself. Time to retrieve those lost parts of yourself. I hear health issues if you don't take heed. The body will find a way to slow you down and pay attention to it if you yourself do not listen to the aches and pains. These are direct signals of communication from your body and spirit to the mind. I also had apricots that came up in my visual fields, and I heard vitamin D and vitamin K. So see your doctor if you haven't already done so. All is well, don't fret. That's what I have down here. Love yourself as universe loves you unconditionally. And I think that's all for pile number 2's channeled messages. Let's start with this card again. Vajrayogini, transcending fear. And I'd like to look in the in this guidebook, the Divine Masters Oracle guidebook for this one. I did that for pile number 1. I'll do it for each and every group, and just kind of like to be able to read a little bit about this. Vajrayogini, page 145. Oh, it's like at the very end here. Okay, so it says, transcending fear, facing fear leads to fearlessness, embrace your power. Vajrayogini is a tantric deity acknowledged in both Buddhism and Hinduism, who represents the path to feminine Buddhahood. Vajra means thunderbolt, and yogini is a female achieving the state of yoga, which is in union of mind, body, and soul. Vajrayogini is a dakini, which is Sanskrit for sky dancer, a powerful supernatural being who is fearless and also at times wrathful in her mission to bring enlightenment to the earth. She has actually been described as semi-wrathful because her presence is sharp and fearless. From a spiritual perspective, Vajrayogini can help us move into a space of awareness and enlightenment. When she comes to you, she will lead you along the path to knowing yourself better, and since this is a less traveled path, there will be many encounters with your fears along the way. Your message is you would never know what it was like to be fearless if you had never encountered fear. This is a time when you're able to look fear in the eye and see it for what it is. Fear is just an energy, and energy can be transcended, or energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human itself, or human self, is conditioned to be scared by the prospect of fear. And so when fear appears, it can send us running, when in fact, it's an invitation to arrive. Your fears are appearing now because you're on the verge of a miracle. You have a real opportunity to know yourself better than ever. When you finally face your fears, they will no longer have power over you. When they have left you, though, there's a good chance that you may feel energetically drained or empty. This isn't because something is missing, but because your fears have been taking up too much space. This is an opportunity for you to call love, miracles, and anything else you need in this space. You are learning to use your power and are being given the courage to embrace who you truly are. Freedom is within sight. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. Well, let's let's start your reading here then. And look at this too. You might have like your third eye opening up here. Divine sight. Yeah, something's happening here. And look at all the yellow, this gold, this golden hue, golden aura. Something about your hair could be also important. The length of your hair, the color of your hair, something about your hair. Okay, so let's take a couple of cards from this deck. Okay, is that 2 cards here? Oh, there's 3. Oh, wow. All of them came. Prince of Wands. Okay. We've got the 2 of Discs. And we have the 8 of Cups. What are you walking away from? I think you're walking away from your fear or trying to juggle too much. There's a Prince of Wands. Isn't that like the Page of Wands? I think that's the Page of Wands here. A lot of fiery energy here. A lot of vitality that's coming back. There's that yellow color again. So it's really connecting to your solar plexus, your power center, your personal power. And it did say, like, in the channel messages, the universe has your back. It's okay to be a bit selfish. You've been so selfless, you lost yourself. So who was it that you were trying to deceive by being selfless so much? You literally lost yourself in some sort of, in something. I don't know if it, like, I hear addictions. I hear other people's games, other people's mind games. You may have been a victim of like narcissistic abuse or just abuse in general. You could have like very abusive thoughts still. And that's kind of like, you know, you're walking away from that. It's not even thoughts. It's like your actions and your deeds could have been abusive toward yourself. And you're walking away from that emotional dysfunction within yourself. You're walking away from the fears that have been gripping you. Yeah. Yeah, you've been like really dangling on the edge of something here. The 2 of Discs, kind of like juggling between 2 worlds for a while. Hard to make a decision there, right? Or just really like trying to find balance. Maybe been a little forceful and aggressive with yourself. That's what I'm hearing too. So let's take a look at the smaller cards here. We have a bunch of smaller cards. We have a crystal card here, so let's take a look at which crystal you have. We have, I don't know if I can say this, Sugilite. It's originality, forgiveness, and unconditional love. Sugilite helps, or sugar. Add, oh, add sugar to the bitterness in life. I don't know. I saw sugar light. Light sugar on the side. No, it's Sugilite. Helps anybody who has ever felt like they did not belong feel loved and supported. Vibrating violet rays of unconditional love, Sugilite brings light workers down to earth, opening them up to share their gifts while staying grounded on planet Earth. For overthinkers and warriors, Sugilite alleviates issues of the mind, allowing you to focus on what's truly important, living your truth. Sugilite facilitates forgiveness for those that have hurt you, including yourself. Open your heart to what's possible by letting go of all that no longer serves you. And this is Virgo, Sagittarius, and Jupiter energy. Beautiful. Look at that beautiful card, that color, the purple and white. It kind of looks like a galaxy. And see the yellow sparks, the specks in there as well? All that yellow. There's a lot of yellow and purple. Even this card too. Look, this is purple. Let's see what this one is. Intuition with third eye chakra, amethyst. So another purple. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. Okay, I'm going to put that here. So your intuition is definitely showing you the way. Your intuition is showing you, yeah, your intuition is definitely showing you that you're on point, that you've been like, you need, yeah, that you need to pay attention to yourself, walk away from the fears, walk away from those addictions, walk away from those habits or those obsessive, like really aggressive types of energies. I don't know. Like But there's also like that vitality that's coming back to you because you're like bringing back that energy. Like you're bringing back your energy from being lost to being, to being found. Does that make sense to you? That's what's coming through. Okay, let's see these smaller cards here. We've got Truth Be Told. Truth be told. I hear right now, be truthful to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Truth be told. Tell the truth. Be truthful. See the truth. Tell the truth and see the truth. It's kind of like a two-way street there, right? So what have you not been truthful about in your own life, in your own visions, in your own intuition? You see it, but are you following through with your intuition, right? The dead end. Something hasn't been working for you. This is what you're walking away from. Something has not been working out for you. There's an energy, a pattern. Yes, very stuck energy that's wanting to be let go, released. Okay. Look at the dead end with there's, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little hand in the center. It's like, stop. Stop right now. Stop what you're doing. Stop. Stop this harshness, that fiery energy. But like it can be harsh and it can also be like motivating, right? So there is that balance between like harsh energies, forceful energies, and motivational energies. So you kind of have to like really be aware of and decipher what is what in these energies. Unicorn. We've got use your intuition to make beneficial changes. There we go. We got it again. Okay, like I said to pile number one, things are coming out really strongly. It's just very straightforward, right? What we're saying is very straightforward energies today. It's not like you have to second guess anything. It's like what the energies are saying right here is what you need to work on, what you need to do. Your daily guidance today is to transcend your fear, move past it, let go, walk away from those aggressive energies, aggressive people, aggressive thoughts, and decide to listen to your intuition. Listen to your body, listen to your intuition. Your body and your intuition know. Let's see the months of the year. There's a month of the year for you, which is January. So a month from now, say like a month from now, whenever you actually come to this reading, because it's a timeless reading, a month from now is when you will completely decide to walk away from these harmful energies that is just like a dead end. It's not bringing you anywhere. You know exactly where you're going to go if you keep on going that route. Okay, here's a tea leaf. You got dolphin. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So you've been working on yourself. You've been working on yourself a lot. Like dolphin is a very playful, bring play into this. Like I think this this more like page like energy, this dolphin energy is really coming in to show you that you can play. You can play. You don't have to be so harsh or so sincere. So it did. Oh, that's interesting because we had in your channel messages play day, play date. You've been working so hard. Take a day off and make a date to dedicate to yourself. That's really interesting. I didn't even think about that. So there's sweetness and play that has to come in here. And it's kind of like childlike innocence that's coming through. Ooh, and success. We've got success. So, wow. I mean, unicorn, dolphin, January, and success. Let's see what your other cards say. The precious present moment with number 29. Everything happens moment by moment. You can make the decision to choose this way or that way, and to balance out certain things, to choose the higher road any moment of any day. You can start now. This is the moment to start. This is the moment. This precious present moment is the time to start. So your guidance today is, I don't care if you've gotten up and you spent like the whole day just vegging out or smoking, whatever it is, or doing drugs or whatever. I don't know, or eating junk food, or just binge watching television. I don't care. It's like right now, when you're watching this, when you're listening to this, it doesn't even matter if it's like 10 p.m. at night. You can start now, whenever you come to this reading. Letting go. Yeah, you gotta let go. Everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. So what is it that you're so holding on to? Why are you holding on? What is it that you're holding on to? Because it's asking to be let go. You're asking your higher self to let it go. Okay, we've got a couple of healing water cards, a mermaid card, and one of these what's in your stars card. So let's take a look at your stars. We have Libra, emotion, love or embarrassment. Look at that blue flower. Intuition coming online. Look at that sun, the sun energy coming through again, which reminds me of that solar plexus energy coming through, the strengthening self, the power, the inner power within you. It's coming online. A rose blooms in the hot sun. The blooming rose symbolizes love. The beating sun symbolizes exposure and embarrassment. You may be feeling energized by opening your heart, or you may be contending with feelings of shame and vulnerability. Trust in yourself and listen to your intuition. Again, listening to your intuition. You are going to gain from this, even financially, because that's what the dolphin is saying. And dolphin is also saying to play, make a play date. So a rose, that rose color. So as you let go of this shame and blame and like even just embarrassment of yourself or exposure of your own weaknesses, because you've done a lot of inner work. But now is the time to listen to your intuition, to let go of that which no longer serves you, and to move on. To move on. And the precious present moment is the time to move on. Anytime you can choose in the moment. Hey, if you choose the wrong thing, if you know it's like that, well, I should say if, because it's not a wrong thing, but if you choose something like, okay, I ate like a couple of sugary snacks and I wanted to lay off the sugar, but today I just wanted to eat more sugary snacks. And I am feeling really terrible about it. I feel bad about like breaking my contract with myself. I don't feel good. I feel embarrassed and ashamed. I don't feel my best. I feel foggy and actually a little anxious because that's what sugar does for me in my body. And I know that. And I know not to eat that. But instead of shaming and blaming myself, instead of that, I could just be like, you know what? For the next hour, I'm just not going to eat any more sugary things, or the next couple of hours, or the rest of the day. I've had my sugar load today. I'm good. And you can choose that. And if you decide, oh, later in the day, like, oh, you know what, I can't do that, I'm going to eat something, okay, then that happens. But don't blame yourself or shame yourself or be embarrassed by that, because that's just another game that you're playing in your mind that makes you feel bad. And it's unloving. It's unloving towards yourself, because you're still learning. You're still in the process of like changing things up, right? So this is a learning process, and don't worry if you fail or fall on your face. Okay, let's see. We've got the mermaid with acceptance. Yes, accept. Accept what is. Accept what is. Accept who you are. Accept your flaws. Yeah. And then let's see the healing waters. We got immerse yourself. Training, learning, new hobbies and passions. We just said you're in training. You are. You're just learning. You're just new to all this. Like maybe you've been doing this habit. You've been like, I've been like a nail biter for a very long time, and every once in a while, even around this time of year, I'm like, I start to nibble on my nails, on the sides of my nails, even though I do my nails every week. It's just something that's a habit. It's a habitual thing. And especially when I start getting a little like stressed out, it happens. So I could shame myself for that, or I could just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna like do my nails again, clean them up, and make me feel pretty again, and move on. Like immerse myself, like learn how to just be like accept myself and be okay with it. Like there's no embarrassment to it. Like I just said something that I have been doing since I was like 4 years old. And you know how hard it is to break a habit that you've been doing for like your whole life almost? It's very hard. So please be gentle with yourself and accept what is. Okay? We all have these like self-soothing habits, self-soothing, self-soothing habits. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. Um, and some of them are more detrimental than others. If you drink alcohol every single day, and you're drinking like a bottle of whiskey every single day, maybe that's not the best thing. Okay, but there's always the here and now, the present moment that um, we can choose to change our thoughts, change our habits, change our minds, change direction, let go, and let God. Okay, let's see. We've got water codes. Ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. Yep. Ancient wisdom. You are an ancient being, an ancient soul, as ancient as water itself. How long has water been around? Can you answer that question? No, because it's been around for as long as Earth has been around. So, um, well, as long, I mean, I don't even know that. But it's been been around for a very long time. And guess what? We're 70 to 80% water, made up of water. So water is, if anytime that you drink water, the next time you do it, just remind yourself that that water is ancient. It has the intelligence within it, and you have the intelligence within you because you are drinking that water, and the water is part of you. You are like the river of water, right? So intelligent. So listen to yourself. Listen to the ancient knowingness of your inner self, of your truth, of your wisdom. Um, let's take a look. I just was curious to see if there's anything else that we're guided to talk about today. Your guidance today, pile number 2. We'll do like maybe a couple more of these tarot cards from this tarot deck. Well, oh gosh, there's a lot more, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? So this one came out first. We've got the 3 of discs, which is like creation of something new, a new foundation, definitely something more solid, more new, more actually an expansive, like expanding your circle of friends as well, something that's like really tangible. Maybe that'll help you get out of your rut as well and help you to let go. Maybe these friends can help you be accountable for things. Maybe, if it's like alcohol that you're connected with, I'm just saying that it might not even be that you even drink alcohol, but I'm just saying, then there's like Alcoholics Anonymous, there's like groups, there's sponsors, there's people who can help you out, there's people who have been on that path already. Judgment. Yeah, look at that. You've been really like judging yourself, actually, what I'm hearing. It's like you've been judging yourself more harshly than even anyone else. And God wants to tell you, God, the universe, source, energy wants to tell you that you are enough. You are beautiful. Love yourself as the universe loves you unconditionally. That says it at the end of this channeled message that I read. Love yourself as the universe loves you unconditionally. So that's the judgment there. You've been judging yourself pretty harshly. The Hierophant, we have mentorship. Maybe we were just talking about that. So, like, find a group, find a cause, find some people that you can connect with. If you're having a hard time letting go of something, connect with others. Yeah. And that's the Hierophant type of energy that's coming through. Find a mentor, find a group that is more along their path than you and you can learn from. And then 2 of Wands. You have like, you're ready to set out on a new, like in a new direction, completely new direction than where you've been so far. So Two of Wands, definitely some choice in the matter. Like, you know, you can choose which way you want to go, what direction you want to go, like, you know, where you want to travel on Earth and how you want to be on this planet, how you want to act, how you want to live. Ask yourself like why you're doing a certain thing. And if it's not for your highest best interest, can you choose the higher path? If it's no today, then it's no today, and accept whatever is, right? That acceptance. If you feel that you can move on without this thing or this energy or this situation bogging you down, then choose the higher path, right? In that moment. Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. You are a new you today, right now. And I just want to tell you that because I think you had to hear that again. And again, love yourself as the universe loves you unconditionally. I think that's all I have for you, pile number 2. That's your guidance today. I really hope that you resonated with this. And again, I'm sorry for just being offline for a couple of weeks. It was just pretty crazy. So I'm really hoping that, you know, I can come back and do these messages for you 2 times a week, every week moving forward. We'll see how it goes for this holiday season. And anyhow, I wish you all the best, pile number 2. Please give me a thumbs up. Um, Subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and go down to the comment section. Let me know if you resonated with this, or just like, you know, just let me know what's going on. Let us know. Like we're a group of beautiful beings in this Brahmaloka community, and I think like all of us are understanding of one another's problems and issues. And if you wanted to just let us know what's going on in your life, then you can put it down in the comment section. Otherwise, that's okay if you don't. I hope that you enjoyed this anyhow. So I wish you all the best. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading, your guidance today. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm so sorry for not being around for the last couple of weeks. It's just been a couple of crazy weeks for me personally, and I just wanted to let you know that. So I am, again, very sorry. But let's jump into your reading here. So you, pile number 3, chose this as your significator card, Lady Nada, which is expanded heart and openness and liberation. Let yourself love and be loved. Okay, and this is with this beautiful geode stone. It's like as big as my hand. And we'll take a couple of cards from this tarot deck in just a minute to start off your reading. But before that, I do have channeled messages for each and every group. So pile number 3, your guidance today. I will read your channeled messages right here. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I did not mean to yawn. Okay, wow, this is interesting. So, pile number 3, it says struggle bus, anxiety, paralysis, analysis paralysis, decisions, what to do. I hear you know what to do already. The path that leads you closer to the divine, closer to love, is the path to choose. Of course, you already know this. Stop obsessing over the past. The past is in the past. What's done is done. Time to move on. Turn the page and start a new chapter with fresh new ideas, fresh new love, fresh new everything. From now on, you are working in union with the divine to fulfill your life's purpose, which is to love yourself as you are unconditionally with all of your humanness, flaws, and etc. To see the beauty in everything, starting with yourself. Even through all your obsessions and eccentricities and fears and masks, through sickness and health, you are so very loved by the universe. Psst, that's you. That's what I wrote. You see that? Psst, that's you. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we have Lady Nada, and what I did for every group, I read from the Divine Masters Oracle Guidebook um, for the cards. So let's see what Lady Nada says. Lady Nada. Page 106. Okay, so Lady Nada, expanded heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. Lady Nada is an embodiment of divine love. She is one of the leaders of the Karmic Board and a member of the Council of Light, and is dedicated to bringing Christ consciousness to Earth. In the Aura Soma healing system, Lady Nada's bottle is the divine counterpart to Christ. Her mission is to help the human race embody divine love. Lady Nada is an aspect of Mary Magdalene. Some believe she is Mary's higher self who helped her tap into the teacher within. Lady Nada has had many incarnations and was one of the high priestesses of Atlantis. Those drawn to her or her mission are likely to also have had incarnations in Atlantis or similar ancient civilizations. Your message: when Lady Nada comes to you, your heart is ready to expand. It's opening wide for you to experience and embody divine love. This is a powerful opportunity to heal from past traumas regarding relationships and emotional letdowns. The journey of self respect that you have been on is leading to a genuine experience of self love and self acceptance. This, in turn, will lead to a feeling of liberation. Within you is a great love, a love that is eternal and therefore will never die. Know that this is a mighty love, and it's now time to share it without fear. Have courage. Know that it's an opportunity to let love reach all the parts of yourself and all the parts of the journey. Where have you stopped yourself from experiencing love? Know that every facet of you is lovable, and for the world to see that, you just need to be willing to believe that it is true. The universe will take care of the rest. Okay. So that is very beautiful. So there's a lot of heart opening here. A lot of heart opening. And I see actually, like, so you see this geode, it was at one point just a rock like this, and kind of like, it's kind of like, it reminds me of like the shell of the heart or something, and the heart has opened up, you know. I don't know why it reminded me of that, but anyhow, that's kind of like what's coming through. See, it's just like that inner essence that's coming through. Look at the hair. Again, the hair, that golden hair, something about that. Beautiful. Openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. And we did say in the channeled messages, love is the path to choose. So the path that leads you closer to the divine, closer to love, is the path to choose. Of course, you already know this. So it's like, it just feels like, yeah, turn the page and start a new chapter with fresh new ideas, fresh new love, fresh new everything. You're working in union with the divine to fulfill your life's purpose, which is to love yourself as you are unconditionally, with all of your humanness and flaws. So there is something that this love is expanding, is opening you up. Your chest is opening up. Let's take a look at a couple of these tarot cards. We'll just get like, I don't know, 2 or 3 or something like that, or however many want to come through for you, for your group. Pile number 3. Your guidance today. What is your guidance today? 1. Oh, we got 4 for you. Okay. 4 to start with. So, ooh, we've got the devil. And I think that's, the struggle bus, paralysis, analysis paralysis, decisions, what to do. It's like you're indecisive, and that indecisiveness is coming from this devil energy, because you actually do know what to do, but you're telling yourself that you don't know what to do. You're telling yourself that you're kind of like your own worst enemy, so to speak, right now. But what is going to happen is an expansion in your heart space that is going to kind of like burst through this energy right here, burn through it in some ways. I'm hearing, yeah, Six of Swords, moving away from that energy. Okay, let's see. King of Cups. So we've got the King of Cups right here. And look at him. He looks so regal. Is that a seashell or something? I don't know. Seahorses and seashells. There's lots of like water energy here coming through and kind of like cooling off this heated, anxious situation within your own mind space, I think. Yeah. And emotions actually, because the mind and emotions kind of work hand in hand, right? I don't know what's going on with the auto focus, but yeah, it's like not wanting to focus for your group. So I have to keep on like, auto, like manually focusing the autofocus. Okay, and we've got Three of Cups. This is great energy. This is great energy to see for you. Pile number 3. So it just looks like you're moving away from like a lot of anxiety and turmoil in your own mind, really like just not good energy, like anxious energy, right? That's keeping you stuck in your obsessiveness. Oh, this is actually interesting because I think I also said in the channeled messages to see the beauty in everything, starting with yourself, even through all your obsessions, eccentricities, fears, and masks, through sickness and health. So this is kind of like, it says you are so very loved by the universe. So it's kind of that, all those, and it doesn't mean that you have to like move away from it. You have to be aware of the eccentricities, the things that are in your own mind space, in your own thoughts and emotions, and in your surroundings, that is making you anxious, that is making you feel indecisive, that is making you feel unloved, unappreciated, unwell. There's a lot of like analysis paralysis, there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of masks that you're putting on for others. So it's kind of, yeah, it's just moving away from that. It doesn't mean that all of that is going to be, it's just going to take a back burner, right? Like the seat in the back, it's going to take a seat in the back of your mind, because it's not going to be allowed to take over your mind anymore, or your emotions. So there's a celebration definitely happening because you have overcome and moved away from this. So right now you still might be in the throes of this stuff, but you are definitely moving through it, moving away from it, and moving on. Okay, let's see what your smaller cards are. You actually got, like, your group had a couple more small cards than the other group. So let's take a look. You have a couple of these cards that came out and they're very fiery colored. So this one is, okay, Sunstone. Oh, I love Sunstone. I have Sunstone right here, guys. See? Sunstone, leadership, confidence, and freedom. Sunstone shines bright, igniting willpower underneath the sun's rays. A stone of leadership, Sunstone gives you the courage to step out of on your own, and dare to make a difference. Radiating warmth and vitality, Sunstone brings confidence to the beholder and is known to bring good luck. Fortuitous in nature, Sunstone brings out your natural talents, allowing you to shine like the star you are. Sunstone helps fulfill karmic contracts, alleviating pressures around a sense of purpose or fulfillment. Abundance will flow once you nurture your gifts. And that's Leo, Libra, and Sun. Lots of energy there. Yeah, beautiful energy there. It kind of looks like the sun, doesn't it? Sunstone, beautiful energy right there. That's definitely why you're celebrating. Okay, let's see what this other one is. It is Angel Phantom Quartz, faith, healing, and renewal. Acting as a direct connection to the spiritual realm, Angel Phantom Quartz provides a profound relationship with your spiritual team. It aids in overcoming trauma, addressing inner child wounds, healing repressed memories, and alleviating negative emotions that have been haunting you from the past. With this awareness, Angel Phantom Quartz allows you to release yourself from trapped memories to gain your own personal freedom. Empower yourself and write your own story despite whatever has happened to you in the past. You owe that to yourself. And that's Capricorn and Moon. So you got the Sun and the Moon energy right here, which is very interesting. Capricorn, kind of like hardworking too. Leo and Libra, very like leadership. Yeah, leader like. Vulnerability. Throat chakra, sodalite, showing vulnerability is a sign of strength. I'm going to put that here. Expanding your heart chakra, opening up, being yourself, being okay. Being okay to be yourself in whatever situation. It's kind of like being vulnerable. Yeah, being vulnerable is your sign of strength. It's okay that you have like all these things, all these obsessions, all these like I don't know, eccentricities and stuff like that. It's just you have all this and you're just being vulnerable. You're opening up because your vulnerability and your ability to just speak the truth, whatever that is, to yourself and to others will actually help you move through this devil energy and, through to the other side. I'm going to put this a little bit further over here because I feel like we're going to have a little bit more room if we do that. There we go. Because we do have a lot more cards. Okay, so here's a couple of these smaller cards here. We have Higher Power. Yeah, the autofocus is not working for your group. It's like something is out of focus. Something is not focused. Number 4 energy, and then 15 with message in a bottle. So there's something that's coming through for you as a message. A message from your higher self, maybe? A message from your helpers, your guides. And then the mentor. Oh, most definitely. You are getting help. You're getting help right now. And look at the owl. Wow. Amazing. There's someone who's here to help you through this. It's not like you're doing this alone. Most certainly not doing it alone. Okay, so we've got these other cards. We have Astral House, and we have a month of the year, and then we have a tea leaf. So let's take a look at these. We have career. So for some of you, I'm hearing that this is definitely, this is connected to your career. So the easier you move through this, the better your career is going to be. And I don't know if this is necessarily true for everyone, but this is what's coming through. And then October. Was there something that happened this October, just a couple of months ago, with your career? Probably. Let's see. In box, you will receive a gift. Amazing. Okay. That's nice. Huh. Yeah, being open and sharing your vulnerability with others, being vulnerable. Wow, this light is like not, okay, there we go. Now you can probably see a little bit better. Okay. Being vulnerable it's going to help you actually like step into your King of Cups, like into this like you've got strong emotional boundaries. You're able to decipher like what's yours and what's not yours. You're able to like actually have more fun and celebrate with others, because then you're not like thinking, well, you know, what's going on, why do I feel a certain way. You're empaths. This group is definitely empaths with big hearts, and you're receiving a gift. Maybe your gift is, this empathic nature of yours is ramping up, amping up something. And maybe it's a new career for you. Either that started in October, or something that will start by next October. We've got throat release. So we had the throat chakra with sodalite, and then we have the number 9 with throat release. So there is something to do with when you're opening up your heart more and more and choosing love as the path and speaking your truth, everything in your life opens up. You have so much more than you know. You have so much to give. We have 2 of these. We have faith. So hold the faith. Hold the faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Again, love is the key to opening and receiving this abundance, this gift, this gift. Let's see what else is here. We have clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine, mine to God's, God's, God's. Such freedom. Yes, you're coming into divine union with the divine, or it says you are working in union with the divine to fulfill your life's mission, which is to love yourself as you are, unconditionally, with all of your humanness and flaws. And we've got Ganesh, which is the remover of obstacles. I'm sorry that it keeps on, like, I think the autofocus is like really off on in your group for some reason. So maybe something isn't in focus yet, but will be for you. So I'm just, yeah, believe in a higher power. You have higher power, message in a bottle. There's something that's coming through, and you have a mentor, someone who's coming through for you. Maybe in the vise of an owl, or a spirit guide, or spirit animal, spirit plants. I'm hearing angels. Yeah, I'm hearing angels too. Okay, let's see what this one is. We've got confidence or despondency. Can you see that? I hope. It says Capricorn, more Capricorn energy with emotion, with the heart. See the heart space there? It says step onto the forest path. If you are able to embrace confidence, stand tall with a sense of inner strength as you step into the unknown. The opposite feeling is one of ongoing gloom and low motivation that stems from self-critical gaze. Cultivate your trust in yourself as you explore new paths. This is great wisdom. You're coming into this beautiful, great wisdom within yourself, becoming more confident in your emotional power, and your power to discern, in your power to decide, in your power to love, in your power to have faith in a higher power. We have contentment. Ah, yes. Being content with yourself. Yeah. And then we have Isle of Avalon. Healing, returning to wholeness, and transformation. This is a highly transformative time for you. Pile number 3. your guidance today is really just like opening up to your vulnerabilities. You know, the things that you thought were your weaknesses might actually be your strengths. So think about it that way. And other people might actually gain or glean some information from you, um, and that helps them out on their path. You might be the mentor to them, actually. You might be the mentor to others, at some point along this path. But right now, what I'm hearing is you're getting a mentor as well. You're getting a mentor that's coming from the divine realms, from a higher place. And the mentor is also you. You are your own guru. And you have to remember that, especially because I wrote it down in the channeled messages. You know what to do already, I hear. And the path that leads you closer to the divine, closer to love, is the path to choose. Of course, you already know this. Again, you already know. This indecisiveness, this, forgetting who and what you truly are, it's only like a vise of illusion and delusion right now, confusion as well. It is not, you're moving through that and away from that into more stability and more emotional maturity and confidence. And you're going to have more fun, and you'll be more content with yourself in all the things that you end up doing. I don't know. Yeah, there is something to be said about, I can't get these cards to come out clear, so there is definitely something that's still unclear for you, that you're still going through. Okay, what else do we need to know? Okay, we got 4 more. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's conflict within, there's conflict with others, there's conflict within. There's that devil energy right there. Conflict, trying to keep you in there, trying to keep you in the rat race, in that conflict energy, because then you wouldn't know who and what you truly are. There's like definitely a struggle. That's why I had struggle bus as well. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, fresh new opportunities, physical manifestation of opportunities happening for you. We've got the 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the ultimate fulfillment, ultimate contentment. The cups, that rainbow color, the hope that it brings. Yeah, yeah, definitely amazing. And then we've got the Fool. There you are. There you are on your new journey. Wow. Pile number 3. You don't have anything to be anxious about, and I understand that that's easier for me to say right now because I'm seeing this from an objective standpoint, right? I am not you, and I am not in your situation right now, but I'm telling you that you are in for a real treat. You are going to feel so completely fulfilled and content in your life, especially emotionally, because there's something about like your emotions and your mind being kind of messed with recently. There might have been some sort of struggle with an energy, with a thought, with another person, with someone in your career, I don't know, at your workplace. So there's been something that you've been struggling with, and for sure it's been a real struggle for you, especially in your mind and emotions. And I'm just telling you that this is all coming to an end. You are going to be this 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and the Fool. There's so much like positivity. Your heart is opening up. Your throat is releasing anger and stress, and a lot. You just need to speak up. Speak up. Speak out. Speak your vulnerabilities to others. Maybe do things that make you a little uncomfortable. Maybe it's telling someone what you really think of them. I don't know, but that will help to open up your throat chakra and release whatever it is that's like just holding in so tightly there. It just feels like there's a lump in my throat right now, and like I have to clear my throat. Hold on a sec. Yeah, so You have divine guidance coming through for you, pile number 3. You are divinely guided, you're divinely protected, you're divinely loved. You are divine. Don't forget that. And you know exactly what to do. You really do. And this is just showing you like what the outcome is going to be, or what the trajectory is right now. Despite all of the flaws or the supposed, you know, yeah, the supposed flaws that you have, like in that you see in yourself. The universe doesn't care about that. They just see love, and they want you to see the love within you. And that's the ultimate message for you, pile number 3, to love yourself. Okay, pile number 3, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my reading. Go down to the comment section. Let me know if this resonated with you or if it didn't, or if there's like anything that I should know to, like, you know, what I could do better in with my readings. Okay, so, oh yeah, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that so far. So I think that's all I have. Again, I'm very sorry for like just not posting for a couple of weeks. Again, it's just been very crazy for the past couple of weeks personally for me. So I really appreciate you guys being patient and kind and loving, and just keep on doing you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Your guidance today is this. Bye for now.